Good evening and welcome to another episode of Malt and Magic Campaign 2. This is the Planar Detective Agency arc, where last week's session left us very much on the edge of our seats. Luckily there's nobody doing little hands, sort of symbols and suggestions and sort of while I'm trying to do this intro, but which is not distracting anyway. But yes, our intrepid heroes face their darkest challenge yet. In the menacing depths beneath the Cathedral of Sin, an epic showdown with a creature known only as the Sin Spinner. Pushed to their limits, the party drained almost every last ounce of their resources. As the battle raged, their situation grew dire, with the monstrous entity nearly overcoming them. And it very much became a fight for survival, where the clash of spells and steel and quarterstaffs and daggers and candles echoed through the cavernous dark. And just when all seemed lost, creativity and quick thinking turned the tide. Utilising some cunning combinations of potions and cantrips, our adventurers snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, a testament to their grit and integrity, proving once again why they are the heroes of our tale. So, as we catch our breath now from last week's narrow escape, tonight promises to unfold more mysteries. What lies ahead for our heroes now the Sin Spinner is defeated? Are their darkest secrets still hidden in the shadows of the Cathedral of Sin? Or will our party go elsewhere? So get ready as we dive deeper into our adventure, uncover the secrets and dangers that awaits. Join us as the next chapter of Malt and Magic unfolds. Now, my usual content warnings do apply. Tonight's episode may, depending on what the party do, contain themes of violence, graphic injury, horror elements, including monstrous creatures, scenes depicting cult behaviours, as well as some distressing themes related to abduction and transformation. So viewer discretion is strongly advised. There will also most certainly be adult humour and adult language. You have been warned. Let's roll.
All right.
Oh yeah, the off-screen shenanigans almost totally fucking up the intro there before we even started. Oh, amazing stuff. So yes, we are a man down for tonight as Danny enjoys a well-earned holiday. So hopefully, I'm hoping Danny's doing the typical Malt and Magic trick and being like, yeah, I'm on holiday, but I'm just going to cheekily tune in. So if he's watching, we'll see him in the chat. But if not, we will see him back next week. That being said, let's run down the lineup. I am Matt. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening and most evenings. And I don't know what NPCs I'm going to be playing tonight because I have no idea what the fuck you lot are going to do.
I don't think any of us have any idea what we're going to do. Hi, nope. I'm Dave, the very dishevelled Dave, and I will be playing a very dishevelled Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi Rogue.
And I'm Tom, the father half of Homie and the Dude, and pretty tightly cut these days, if anyone hasn't noticed. And I am playing Kevin Buckland, the human barbarian / paladin. What's up, Matt?
Hell yeah. I'm
Love it.
Bodhi, the son half of Homie and the Dude, playing Edgius Bones Jones, the Bard Sorcerer. And, oh man, I'm so excited for an in-game nap and a real-life nap. Let's hit it.
Yeah, Bodhi has
Can we
literally
combine
rushed
the
back from
two?
holiday to be here as well.
Bones.
Excellent stuff. So yes, Tom, I do apologise for my joke during the intro, though. That was just too much of a target to not take. Check out social media for that one later on, because that will definitely be on there at some point.
Yeah, first one clipped tonight. You've already timestamped it, haven't you?
No, I haven't
It's like
actually. I'm hoping Mr. Wizard has, but we'll go find it. Anyway, so yes, following last week's epic encounter, we sort of all stumbled out of the Cathedral of Sin into the early morning light within Union City to find the Harmonic Legion sort of there with a number of the priests already rounded up even. Excuse me, and bound and chained, ready to be taken away to whatever dungeons there may be. I think Lex just full-on face-planted the floor. No sort of stopping himself whatsoever. There's probably a broken nose in there somewhere. But yeah, just full-on hit the floor. But it is Cavan, I believe, who is the most injured right now. And so we start our episode. I should say start our morning. Can't even get my fucking words out. You can tell it's a bank holiday Monday, bank holiday in the UK, because I can't even. Fuck me. Right. Let's start again, shall we? Welcome to Malt and Magic. This is campaign 2. It's episode 60, and I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on. And breathe. Yes, it's a bank holiday Monday in the UK, so yeah, we're all far too. Oh well, some of us are far too relaxed.
Right, so
Very good, folks. What are we doing now we've exited the Cathedral of Sin?
We're standing in front of that guard that we saw before. Is that right?
Standing, kneeling, crawling, sleeping,
flat on the floor, whatever.
I reckon we probably would have told him to clear as much as they feel safe to do. We'll be back in about 8 hours, and we will happily come and help out. We were the spearhead. They've now just got to be the rest of the army behind the spearhead that started this. So I imagine we probably told them we'll be back in 8 hours, and then once we've dealt with the cathedral, we'll probably head on to interrogate the other homie that we told them we would see when we last spoke to these guards. So
as I'm limping, I turn to Jewel and I say, I'm just fucking embarrassed. That didn't go how it was supposed to go.
How did you think it was meant to go?
I thought we would end them. I thought we'd fucking end them, not they would end us. Or nearly end us. And, fuck. Where's Lex?
Lex, at this point, will just sort of lift his head up and just sort of hold a hand up. But we still won. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Are we not going to come back and make sure they are done for? Can we not barricade the church and...
No, that's all going to happen, Jewel. I'm sure, we're going to come back, we're going to rest up, we're going to sharpen up, we're going to do all that, but this is, in my mind, in my picture, in my head, slashing and dominating and having people beg for mercy and us deciding whether to give it to them or not was what I saw. And what happened was, look, maybe I'm speaking for myself. I'm just fucking embarrassed about what happened. I was
Kevin,
on my knees.
I do not think that you need to. You killed someone by smacking them in the head, and might I point out that you used your head for it?
Yeah, I mean,
I to be honest, I think that yes, I understand why you're saying that, but I mean that first room we got into, we did exactly that, and I know that we had a few pitfalls. One of them got away. I was not happy about that, considering their kin were what initially saw me off to the astral plane. It, however, shows that this is truly a facade. So no, I feel more that that horrible spider was more dangerous to us than anything.
Yeah.
But it is no longer going to harm any more teenagers. That I am very happy with.
I am too. And we did, maybe as you're talking, maybe, I don't know, dude, my lasting memory is me fucking on the ground, quivering like a little fucking baby, and it just kills me.
The one thing, Kevin, I agree with you. I cannot stand it when they use mind games on us. Yeah. I wish that was not a thing, but I realize they have to have an upper hand somewhere, otherwise it would be a cakewalk for us. I do not like walking away from here until it is resolved, but it will be our end if we do not walk away.
No, I'm not, dude. We need a break. I'm not suggesting any. Yeah, no. Let's recoup. Look, maybe I'm spinning this in a way that Planar Detective should have super high expectations and shoot for the moon, and if we miss, we fucking grab onto a star, and all that bullshit. I don't know, dude. I'm deflated. I'm exhausted. I'm fucking pissed off. I don't know what's going
with
on.
everything that you've just said. Then we shoot for. We come back here and we get to give some more retribution out. And if that does not work, hopefully we can at very least ensure that the children are safe. And for my part, I would love to find some more information as what they were doing. So a couple of throats would be a lovely, but a book or two here or there would actually make, I would call it a win. The more information, and I think information is key, and is king with us. That is what we are here for. So it is my, secondary goal, but primary if there is nothing else when we return. I'm sure the guards can keep it locked down until we come back.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It sounds like what you're saying is don't put too much credence on winning the battle when the war is still there. The balance of the war is
absolutely. Remember, you also tonight broke out of jail with a very high-ranking member of the city. You saved them. You saved yourself. We have dismantled this organization already. The rest of it is just flailing around. We have done great deals. And we've also know that that the Serpent's Cloak is after me, and we're going to have to work that out. But, just these things are stuff on our to-do list.
While these guys are chatting, Edgius, after coming out of the church and being exhausted and sitting there and just being kind of with Lex and the guys being fuck, and looking back at the kind of disaster that we left in our wake, we kind of came in here, we did not this was not under, the guard kind of gave us his blessing, but it wasn't under official business. We did just technically murder a bunch of people and did not even really give them any sort of trial or anything. We did save kids, but in the wake of that, Edgius has found himself, after as well earlier that night suggesting to rest before and finding that balance a little bit more. He's starting to just feel a little bit more of that consistent balance. He's starting to understand a little bit more. And finding a bit of his older step, he will have gone and talked to whoever the lead guard is, or lead person of command in amongst the militant folk here.
Very good. Excuse me. So you do see a number of individuals And I need to format that so I can actually read it. So bear with me just a second. But yes, you see a number of members of the Harmonic Legion, which you know is the name for the guard, the army of this city. I'm not sure why I've gone really, really pink all of a sudden, but fuck it, it works.
It's the early morning, just cresting over. The sun is just
It's
creating
fine.
Yeah.
I will
The
fix the
Harmonic
lighting
Legion wear
in
pink
just a
clothes.
second. Well, in terms of the armor, there is a distinct subtlety to the armor, and it sort of helps you define the ranks. But the armor design of the Harmonic Legion is this design that incorporates sort of lightweight and flexible leather and fabrics from sort of the Drymerian region. But then you see it sort of reinforced with these metal plates, which is a very human type of brute force addition to the armor. But you then see the motifs and accents in the armor that seem very Nordic and inspired sort of by the Juvund region. Again, you just get this feel of cultures coming together to form a union. Now, in terms of the individuals that you see around, you see a number of individuals that look like they're very agile, very lithe. They look like they wear lighter armor. Now, Edgius, you would recognise these as the Blade Winds of the Harmonic Legion. They're a lower rank, if you like. You also see some Shield Masters who are there for a more defensive role. And then you see some what are called Air Thralls as well. So these are sort of the scouts and the stealth operatives, if you like. You see one individual who wears armour that includes some special emblems or colours, if you like, denoting their unit and their rank. And you recognise this as a tactician of the Harmonic Legion. Thank you very much for the follow. That's amazing. And welcome, I should say, as well. But yes, this individual... what was I saying? They've got more streamlined armor. It looks like they're optimized for mobility. There's a couple of additional satchels, and you see some sort of maps and a few tools sticking out. Despite the rank, each individual within the Harmonic Legion has a defined purpose as well, even if they are sort of captains or tacticians. And you know that tacticians also have the same rank as what's called the Elemental Wardens as well, who use sort of elemental capabilities to fight as well. You would know that the topmost brass, if you like, are known as the Legion Commanders and Strategos, if you like, or Strategos, depending on how you want to pronounce that. And they wear the most ornate armour. You don't see one of those individuals here right now, but you do see what looks like a tactician.
Awesome. I will... I'll go up to him and kind of like pop collar, like presents Edgius himself as best possible. Probably in skeletal form, as he's too tired to deal with maintaining skin at this point. And is just going to be like, Edgius has lived in Union City. What's the correct, what's a formal way to say like hello or like good day? Is there like a formal phrase or anything to use that would be respecting of like a higher command or something like that?
I wouldn't say there's a formal phrase, but you do know the Harmonic Legion do sort of... it's almost like a salute of sorts, where they cross their hands over their chest and sort of bow their heads to each other.
Awesome. I will cross my arms and like bow my head and be like, good day to you, Sir Tactician. I'm Edgius Bones Jones. I'm a detective of the Planar Detective Agency, and I'll pull one of our business cards out of my pocket, out of my never-ending business card pocket, and I will hand it to him. And like we were actually instructed by, and I give the name of the gentleman who we spoke to earlier in the night outside of the bowl. and we're instructed to essentially be the spearhead of this assault on this building here. So basically, we've managed to get down. We managed to take out a good proportion of them. There was some children kept in cages. We freed them. I can see you're caring for them, but just make sure that one of them is okay. He's going to need to see some clerics or some druids. It seems some sort of transmutation or something has taken place on his skins. I had a couple of questions for yourself before me and my colleagues discharge ourselves, from which we are just very damaged after dealing with what we dealt with down there, but we will be back later. Would that be all right? Can I ask you some questions, sir?
Well, you started this conversation talking a lot, and so yes, why not? Ask some more questions.
Sick. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Tactician Gunnarsson.
Gunnarsson. Nice. Okay. It's a cool name. So my question for you is this: has there been any odd goings on here in recent history of your knowledge?
Define odd goings on.
As in, has there been any rumors of priests kidnapping children and bringing them here, or anything of the like? Like the shit your men are currently seeing, blood rituals to a goddess of sin called Lilith? I don't know, like anything ringing a bell that I'm talking about?
Lilith, no. Holy shit, thank you very much.
Hello, everybody.
We're all coming in tonight. I was going to say, welcome. Yes. So this individual just looks at you and says, I'm so distracted by all the follows tonight. We don't get that many in quick succession is all I'm going to say, folks. So thank you very much.
Thank you for putting our DM off. It's actually good fun.
Yeah. I'm not on top form right now.
Thank you very much.
Bitch as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. So yes, this individual sort of looks and processes that for a moment and goes, well, Lilith, no. But children going missing has been a regular rumor around here. Now, the priests always had answers for it, and maybe we should have investigated sooner. I saw the three you were on about and the one that is transformed, and if that's what they've been doing to children down here. And he looks down at one of the priests and just full on backhands him across the top of the head, and the priest just falls to the floor.
I think both Jewel and Kevin just go, yeah.
I think
Lex sort of lays up from the floor and just...
Edgius is going to look at him and go, I didn't realize that a tactician was allowed to apply such blunt punishment in his position. That's clearly new. I've been out of Union City for a while now.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell any superiors, but they deserve it. I saw the individual you referred to, the half-transformed boy. They have run very quickly. We did not stop them. I'm assuming you sent them somewhere, but whatever we can do to protect them, we will.
Cool. Great. Can I very much appreciate that, and that is super needed. While this is going on, Edgius is kind of stumbling over himself, because in his head, he's just going over like, fuck man, I did not take what I know as the correct path of justice, of like, you know, capturing someone, either questioning them, taking to a city guard, like, there's a lot of things now in his mind as he's trying to balance what he has been, which is chaos, and now this kind of more resolute version of himself. And he's just like, what the fuck did we just do? And this guy's an asshole, clearly just wielding his power as he so pleases. And he's just a little bit, he's feeling lost in himself, which he hasn't felt for a while because he's been ignoring that feeling for a very long time.
Everybody make me an insight check, please.
Me included?
Everybody make an insight
Cool.
check.
16.
Oh, God. It's about to start.
16?
That's a 15.
15?
16 plus... Hang on a second. 17.
All of you now go through these similar feelings. Cavan's already mentioned it. Excuse me, Jules sort of processed through some of it. And Edius now sort of thinking to himself, you weren't yourselves in this cathedral. There's a moment where you all realise you've drifted while you were down there. Drifted towards more sinful acts. And maybe there's something in the Cathedral of Sin that just encourages people to be less than themselves.
Hey, Aegeus, perhaps we just need to get some rest. This has been the longest evening of our lives.
I will be right there, Jewel. I've just got 2 more questions for this guy. First of all, can you find any sort of protective ward that we could wear from any sort of mental manipulation towards sins or anything like that for when we return later? And furthermore, we are going to need to interrogate someone later, and we're going to need to talk to him. Some information that would be good to go into that conversation with, which, you know, we'll share any information because he's the murderer of the bull last night. I'm sure you've heard trickled down through rumors within your ranks. Can you possibly find me a map of the subterranean ground of Union City? For we have what we found in this church is mostly subterranean, and that links to something else that we've been told about something a Lady Blackwater is doing within the city, and that might be linking to some quarries. So I'd just love to know if there's any sort of link between what Lady Blackwater is doing, this church, whether they kind of connect underground or anything. And Aegeus will actually lean to the right and talk to the tactician's ward, a young gentleman who seems to be like following him around and writing like little notes on a piece of paper, almost like apprenticing under him. And Aegeus, it will then become apparent that Aegeus is actually directing his question to the ward, not to the gentleman, almost asking the gentleman to give his ward permission to go and search for such things.
Edge, do you also mean Black Veil?
Wait.
Blackwater.
Blackwater?
There's Mara. What was Cavan? What was Mara
Black
sister
Veil?
called?
Yeah.
Her last name's Blackveil. We
Mara's
should probably
called
get back to him.
What's her sister called?
So
though?
it's not a sister, it's a cousin.
What's her cousin called then? It's Blackwater, isn't it?
It's Mirabelle Blackwater, I'll give you that one rather than asking you, because that was a few sessions ago, so...
Thank you, Boatman.
Nice.
Yeah, so, is that alright? Edge is kind of leaning and looking at the ward, looking back at the tactician.
The tactician's going to look down at his ward. We are not here to fetch magic items for common folk, nor would I know where to get these items, but I will ask around anyway, if you're going back into this cathedral. As for your second question about maps of the subterranean city, Mistress Blackwater was excavating an old part of the rock face not far from the fabled entrance to Kumorio, around that area. So more towards the top, not necessarily below, but went down. Where we are, there is an extensive sewer system that sort of takes the waste down the levels and out into beyond. Well, I'll see if we have maps.
Well, because here's the thing. What's under the church really, really looks like it was built a long time ago, and it seems to span a lot farther than we anticipated. So I'm just wondering, and as the map guy, and Edgius is gonna kind of look at him and be like, I'm sure someone of your talent, and gesture to his rank, and maybe even point to if he has any rank symbology, if there's any badges on him or anything like that. He'll be like, I'm sure someone of your esteemed rank would know of such a thing, or possibly be able to get your hands on it, especially considering how well educated or taught you're being. Edgius just trying to persuade him if possible.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
While he's doing that,
Fuck yeah.
return to Jewel, and I say, man, the more I think about this, it just feels like we were playing checkers and they're playing chess. Like there's more to it, and I feel like we're going into a gunfight with switchblades, man. I'm not sure. Yeah, sure, we win the little skirmishes, but there's always this and there's more, and there's fucking more, and you haven't seen shit yet. Did you get that feeling, Jewel?
I do. I honestly do not know how much they just want to say that, and quite frankly, I feel like perhaps we need to employ the same characters. We need to be saying, you don't know how much we know, and or sometimes I think it may be just hyperbole. Other times, yes, we are unraveling something that is taken years for people to plan. They are clearly going to be steps ahead of this. If we can stumble them at any moment, I would be very happy. It is not going to be now, as we are all very tired.
Yeah.
And I think I need the conversations to be post-sleep for us to understand what we do next, and them to be sensible. Lex is still eating dirt. We simply need
And again,
to...
Lex sticks his head up gently, just goes, I second that.
Is Cogazoid still about?
Cogazord, we would notice at this point, because it's extended, you don't see Cogazord as such, but this little gold sphere just sort of and slowly just lands on the back of Lex's head, and Lex just sort of lifts his head up. Hey, Cog.
I go to Lex and help him up, and we'll wander over to Edge to sort of try and gauge us all along, but I'll wait for the persuasion.
Very good.
28.
Persuasion roll then, please, Aegis. 28.
28.
This individual looks at you. No need to be so flattering, my friend. Look, I will see what I can find for you in terms of the sewer system. What you describe of this underground part of the city, though, well, Union City has stood for a long time, but before that there was another city, so it is not beyond the realms that there are still existing structures underground where things have been built on top, or rock slides, or anything from the mountains.
That's a really interesting thing that you just said there. Would you say that spans back to both before the strange arcane situation that happened 30 years ago, or would you say that spans even further back to, I don't know, a time?
No. This is much beyond that.
So when the parish gods were more in favor, back that kind of far.
Oh, if you are a believer in such things, then yes, maybe hundreds years ago.
I walk up to Edgius and I'm like, "Look, we got what we're gonna get, man. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Let's get out of here."
We will be back here in exactly 8 hours or so, give or take 30 minutes.
The tactician takes the business card and just slides it into sort of underneath his breastplate. And where might we find the, takes it back out, Planar Detective Agency?
Currently, we're set up at the Jarl's Hearth. It's a establishment on the
I know it.
to the north.
I know it.
Well, hey, come on by if you need anything. We'll be back in a couple hours, and we will aid your people as we've been instructed by, and I insert name of guy from the other night that I can't remember. From earlier
Probably
that night.
Drung was the half-orc individual that you spoke to, or are you on about the individual that you're going to interrogate?
No, I'm on about, so basically after we got the assassins tried to kill us, we found the dead kid and we took it back to the bowl, and there was a dude there who was like, go after
Drung.
the priest. Was that Drung? Not
That was
Grung.
Drung.
Was that Grung
One or the
brother?
other. They're twins and they're interchangeable. It's
Of course
one of
they
them.
are. Of course they fucking are.
Yeah, and I interject. Not just if you need anything, but if you fucking find anything. If you find anything important, please just come to the Jarl's Hearth. And if we're not around, drop it off with the barkeep. Just say it's for Planar, or for Cavan, or for Edgius, and we'll get it.
We will do. We will hold fire here for a number of hours, perhaps till the sun is up more and more people are awake, and then we may venture in and see what we find.
As tactician, when you do find whatever map you're going to supply me with, check that there's no exits from anything subterranean elsewhere in the city. If there are, send troops to those to stop anyone escaping if the priests do try and escape through another subterranean part of the city. That would be my last piece of advice.
You raise a very good point, actually. He looks down at his page that he's got right now and just sort of... Some word. Tactician... Oh, who would be best? Tactician Phillipson. And get them to take their unit and the unit of wind spinners, if you like, to go and guard the... I forget the name of whatever fucking sewer exit out of the city is. Go guard the sewer exit. There we go. Job done.
As that's all being said, I elbow Jewel.
Culvert.
The culvert, yeah. I elbow Jewel and I say, look, we're not going to make any decisions tonight, but fuck. Shouldn't we be coming back through one of those underground entrances so we can flank, like literally flank their asses, so they don't expect us to come where we just were?
I mean, they may be trying to escape through there, so 100% if that is possible.
Yeah, if we only knew where they were. Yeah. Okay.
As you say, Kevin, it infuriates me, but we are working blind and tired. Let us avoid... Let's resolve one of them.
Yeah. You ready, Edges?
Yeah, Tactician Gunner, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. You're doing a good job here, and Edges is going to extend a hand for shaking.
And he will sort of shake the hand. Thank you for being the tip of our spear.
It was, and as Edgius goes to say something, his throat just kind of, you know that feeling when you're going to cry and you get that lump in your throat? Edgius kind of just chokes up for a minute, and then it's just like, I
wish we could say it was a pleasure.
Yeah. See you soon, Gunner. And Edgius will do the salute again, and then step back and be like, okay, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No shit. I go to kind of put an arm under Lex's, just kind of lift him up and say, "Can you walk, buddy, or I can carry you?"
I can walk. Let's not find any spiders on the way, shall we?
Yeah, that's good advice. All right, let's come on, man. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Very good. So, half walking, half dragging his feet, you all escort Lex and sort of head back towards the Owl's Hearth. And you remember from earlier hours that it takes you probably about half an hour to get back to where you need to go. And as you enter into the Owl's Hearth, the drunkards of the night before and everybody is just sort of beginning to stir, and you can see Rurik is actually sort of propping up the glasses and sees you come in. Well, you all look like shit.
Yeah. Thanks, man. You guys want a drink before we crash?
Did Edgius tell them to come to those teenagers to come here?
They did.
Are they here?
As in, can you see them?
Yeah.
No.
Did some teens come looking for us?
I put them in the room next door. One of them is less than healthy.
Indeed. Can you get a message to a druid and a cleric nearby that can possibly come have a look at the one who is a bit unsightly at the moment?
Gus, yeah.
Any particular choice in cleric? We have multiple types within the city. Any choice on deity?
Anything that is not fiendish. Something that is like super not dark and shadowy. Something that is like super like, oh, you know, like when the angel's like, oh, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You get me.
A paragon?
Looks
Sure.
over at Cavan.
No?
I have no idea. I mean, you just what he wants. You know, the whole.
I'll use my best judgment. I'll see.
Yeah, if you happen upon a church and you find that there's a bunch of like harmonic legion there, then don't get a cleric from there. Those dudes are definitely fucking sus, bro. Like, definitely don't get a cleric from there. You get me?
As they're talking, I reach
Okay.
over the bar, like I've done 100 times in the past when I was younger and earlier, and I just grab my favorite bottle and a glass, and I just pour a healthy shot and just take a drink.
At that point, Rurik looks at the four of you as Cavan takes a drink and pulls 3 more glasses up. Give me the bottle, Cavan, and and then pours a 5th one for himself. Fuck it. It's 5 p.m. somewhere. Cheers.
I sincerely hope it is
Edgius.
after 5 p.m. here.
It just pushes the glass.
No, it is probably not long past 6 in the morning. Looking out the window to the sun position.
I turn to Rurik and I say, as far as you know, is Mara still just sitting tight, or
Your
has she
lady
moved on?
friend is, as far as I'm aware, still waiting for your return.
Okay, good. I think I'm gonna head up, guys. I mean, unless there's something else that we need to discuss that can't wait till the morning.
No. Let us meet in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lex picks up his glass, goes to drink it, and it just slips out of his hand and smashes on the floor. I'll pay for that in the morning.
Fuck's sake.
Bed.
Bet it is, yeah. I just grab Lex's arm and I start walking him to the staircase.
Joel grabs her
Okay,
glass
so
and
you all-
walks upstairs as well.
You'll head up the stairs and into your room. As you get to your door, you notice the door sort of next to yours, and there's a piece of black ribbon tied around the door handle.
Oh, fuck.
And
That
you
isn't
enter
what I
into
think
your
it
room.
is. Does black signify anything?
I was going to say, does that signify anything to us?
Everybody make me straight intelligence checks, please.
Yeah. Is that just Amara showing her... Oh, sorry, Mara showing her room?
Edgius is downstairs.
Yep, Edgius has stayed downstairs.
Okay.
He's not drinking, though.
Intelligence. It's bullshit at 7.
Bullshit 9.
Bullshit 9. Nobody really understands what that means. Lex, I will roll for, just for giggles and shits.
That wasn't one of the rooms that, like, any of us had, or... I can't remember Edgius's...
Takami.
Lex rolled a 7.
Takami.
It would have been Takami's room at the time, but she is no longer in there, from what you understand.
Jewel, black, I mean, yeah, I guess could mean death, or it just could not mean anything. It could just mean we don't want housekeeping tomorrow morning. I don't know what the fuck to make of that.
Oh, hang on. She'll go up to the door and knock on it.
And you hear a young teenage voice. We're okay, thank you. Not today.
Does that remind me of the teenagers?
Yeah.
I go up next to Jewel.
Sounds like
It's
Gus.
me, Jewel. We helped you.
And then there is a... And the door opens and you just sort of look up as you see that hulking, half-elf, half-demonic figure now. Welcome.
Are you okay?
Yes, we are fine. We put the black ribbon to signify illness. Hopefully nobody comes in.
Yeah.
You are very clever. We are going to get some rest.
You look a bit rough.
Please don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon.
Oh, we'll stay here.
Yeah.
Great.
Sleep well.
Good on you. Bye.
At that point, the door to your room opens and Mara just looks at you, Cavan. You look
I'll
better, my
explain.
love.
Yeah, no, let me...
Okay.
Yeah. Jewel,
Let's get him onto a bed, shall we?
you take care of Lex.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Edge? He was behind us, wasn't he?
He's downstairs.
Is he... Mara, just give me a fucking second. Just give me a fucking second.
Mara helps Jewel with Lex, and they just sort of lay him onto a cot, and Cog just and sits himself down, and Mara just looks at Jewel.
Sorry, I'm making my way down 2 steps at a time down.
Yeah. And Mara looks at Jewel and just sort of says, lots of explaining, but sleep first, I think. Go. I will wait for Kevin and Edges.
Yeah.
She goes to... I can't remember. We've got different rooms. I can't remember now.
No. There was enough beds in this room, for one. You got changed into Kami's room.
Yeah.
Just because you were putting on a dress for the first time and it was weird with the rest of the gents.
Jill goes to sit down on her bed, takes off a couple of things, but she's just sitting there with her whiskey glass, just sitting there looking at it.
Okay. Kevin, you descend the stairs 2 at a time. Edges, what does he find?
Turn the corner. No, turn the corner and start making my way.
You would... I'm gonna just roll. 10 and up, he's still
Okay.
there. 9 and down, he's gone. Okay. Edges left where you went upstairs.
Where the fuck did he go? Rurik, where the fuck is he?
And what? Where the fuck is who? You all went upstairs.
Fucking Edgius. Where's fucking Edgius? He was right with us.
He was following you. What?
Exactly.
I am not a clairvoyant.
Fuck's sake! Where the fuck did he go?
Look, my friend, you're very tired. Why don't you go get some rest and maybe this will all sort itself out when you've slept?
I'm just thinking, is he
You're
okay?
also bleeding
Is he
on
gonna
my
be okay?
floor.
Yeah, no, Rourke, I will clean that up. Just give me a second.
No,
Just
don't
give
worry.
me a-
I'll get some of these drunkards to clear it up. They've vomited all over that part of the floor anyway. Don't worry. Look, I'm sure Aegeus, he knows what he's doing. Well, actually,
Right.
looking at the state of you know what? You make the decisions. I just pour the drinks. Do you want another?
Give me. Can I just take the bottle and
Right.
give me 4
Just hands
glasses?
the bottle to you. 4. Right.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5, just in case your snake-like friend drops another one, and hands a tray of 5 glasses to you.
And I say, just keep a lookout for him. I know he's. Who the fuck knows where he is?
I'm sure if he returns, he will come straight to you. Calvin,
And I'm
Get some
definitely
rest.
conflicted
seriously.
because Rourke, thanks. But seriously, keep a lookout for him. As I'm walking back
I
to
will.
the stairs, I am conflicted. But I end up leaning towards, he knows what he's fucking doing. He's from the city. There might be some other business that he's attending to, and I trust him. He can handle himself. So I make my way up the stairs, and I kind of knock on the door with my elbow and my knee. Go ahead, open up.
And again, and the door opens, and Mara just sort of whispers, "Come on, in. Lex is fast asleep."
Yeah. How's Joel doing? Hey, Joel.
You found him?
No, I did not fucking find him. I don't know where the fuck he is, and let's just hope he's back in the morning.
Yes. I mean, as much as I am troubled, apparently he left last night and went somewhere. So I just hope it is similar. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
think he wants to be followed.
As Jules talking, I'm just pouring drinks and handing them out. I hand one to Jewel, I hand one to Mara, and I take one for myself. And then I put the bottle down. And I kind of kick Lex in his side a little bit to see if he has any kind of reaction.
And just sort of rolls over. No, not today, Mum.
And put the bottle down, and I just take a drink, and I'd say I would toast, but I don't know fucking to what. And I just take a drink.
Mara looks down at her glass, looks at you, and judging by the looks of you all, to surviving.
Yeah, it was a fucking wild success, wasn't it, Joel?
Yeah.
Mara will put her glass down and just sort of slides down next to you, Calvin, and just begins to gently rub your shoulders. I don't know what happened, Calvin, but I'm sure you did your best. You are alive. This is what you promised me.
Yeah. I don't know what our best is supposed to achieve, and I don't know if our best achieved fucking anything. I feel like we got through level 2 of a 10-level problem, and so yahoo for 2 levels. And I hold my glass up and I take a longer drink.
Mara, I'm sorry. Can I ask? What are you/we, and forgive me for being blunt on that one, going to do about the Serpent's Cloak even daring to be in the city?
I have water. Excuse me, that whiskey was stronger than I planned on. I have already sent some birds to go and make sure our interests are protected, and if my spies find anything of the Serpent's Cloak, then they will be swiftly dispatched. That is one organization that will not operate in my city. Do not worry, Jewel. It is not a problem for now.
I do want to try and do something to keep them off my tail for good. But I suppose for now, a safe haven is more than I
Let's
can wish.
discuss that another time. That is a less pressing matter, I think. Sleep for you is more important right now. We have time, I hope.
I say, let me just clear some space, but just one fucking thing that's in my head right now. Is there a way to fucking find an underground entrance to this maze underneath the city that would be hidden, that would be fucking a surprise that anyone got through? If you know the answer, tell
What
me,
about
please.
what? Hang on. What
And if
about
you
where
don't-
you got out?
Kevin, we literally escaped through the sewers from these individuals.
Yeah. I mean,
Can
and
we
Kev-
not
and Kevin's
go back
thinking-
in that way?
Kevin's thinking the same thing. Kevin's
Oh, what?
thinking, fucking,
Why not?
I know those sewers. I know those sewers like the back of my. That's how we got out. I can get back in. I know how to get there.
Then that is our
There you
answer.
go.
That's it. Okay, let's get Lex right. Let's get Edge back. Let's get some fucking rest. And
At this
See if
point,
anything else
Mara
comes
will
up.
walk over to the wash basin in the room and pours some warm water onto a cloth and just walks over to you, Kevin. Lie down, will you?
I realize for maybe the first time that I'm bleeding from places that I didn't even realize. I'm just leaking all over the place from my head, from my arm. I got some shit coming out of my leg. And
Not on the bed, on the floor.
yeah, okay. Jewel, take the bed.
And she'll just begin to sort of sponge you down and try and get the majority of the blood off.
While Mara's then attending to Cavern, Jules just looking into her whiskey glass, and she doesn't say anything out loud, but she kind of just numbs out for the rest of the room. Lex's deeper breathing, and Cavern and Mara chatting back and forwards, and just goes in her head. Watcher, I don't know whether you are here. You can hear me. I lost myself a little tonight, and I don't know whether you can protect me from this Lady of Sin, this Lilith person, individual, power, whatever. I want to know that I have control of myself.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
22.
22. As you sort of stare into that whiskey glass, it's almost like the ripples of the water just draw you in, and all of a sudden you are surrounded by stars. And just two bright blue eyes, and like Marvel's Watcher, like Marvel's Watcher, the outline of an individual who just looks at you. Jewel, you mentioned a Cathedral of Sin and Lilith.
Yes.
She is an old goddess, older than I. I will do what I can. It would be best if her presence is ended in Ardalia.
We were trying.
You have all the tools you need. All of you. Do not forget that.
Can we protect ourselves from
You are
influence?
aware of the influence now. Almost preempts your question straight away. Him being the master of time, fate, and knowledge, you are aware of the influence. You can focus on not being corrupted by it. Don't go bleeding into any more urns.
Yeah, my bad. Thank you.
Sleep, Jewel. You will feel better when you wake. And in that moment, Jewel, I'm going to take a little bit of a DM's liberty and say that you have just fallen asleep and the glass just sort of lolls to the floor and spills the whiskey down, which breaks my heart slightly, but you
And
asleep.
I dream of starry nights and forests.
Very good. Cavan, then, as you are sponged off by Mara and easy. She does take the moment and just sort of sits there and goes, "This is going to take too long," and she just casts a spell over you and casts Prestidigitation, and immediately all of the blood stains are gone, and she just then lays the sort of a number of cloths over the wounds you've got just to staunch the bleeding, if anything. Right, you bed.
Yeah. Okay. Hey.
And as you lay, go on.
Just thanks, I guess. Fuck. I want to say something like grateful, but
Just shh. Rest. And she will place her finger on your lip and just sort of pushes you down onto the bed, rolls you over, and then you feel her sidle up next to you, and she just wraps her arms around you and just holds you.
Yeah, and I sink off into unconsciousness, and soon am faced with the fact that I don't know what fucking balance is at all. And there's a scene where I'm on a seesaw, and the object is to be balanced on the seesaw, and I just am either slinging other people off of it, or I'm getting slung off of it, and that's the metaphor in my dream about Cavan's mastery of balance right now.
Very good. You just feel that warmth next to you, and then there is sort of a kiss on the side of your head as well before she too lays down next to you, and it's just there. She just holds you. Lex continues to snore, and Cog just sort of goes into this mode where he sinks down, but his head just swivels. I say his head and body, because it's literally a body with legs and wings, just... And it's really quiet, but it's almost rhythmic, like a metronome, to the point where it just lulls you all into deeper sleep. As he begins to do it, for anybody that would be watching, granted you're all asleep right now, but Lex himself almost just relaxes into sleep as Cog just keeps a lookout. And we disappear out over the city to Aegeus. Where are you?
Aegeus has walked up a couple of blocks up to one of his favorite parts of the city, or though to other people it would not look. You know, it's got the dirt of a more, you know, kind of grotty area. This little part that he's kind of heading to. It's a little bit dingier, but when he gets there, he kind of worms his way in between a couple of buildings, and there's just this odd triangular gap between two buildings that looked like at one point was kind of like a balcony or like a railing system overlooking the rest of the city. And then two buildings were kind of built at angles, and they left up the railing between the two buildings. So only if you were bone thin could you squeeze between the two buildings and find yourself to this little railing. There was this nice little secluded spot, and as the sun kind of rises in the east, Edgius kind of looks out over Union City watching the sunrise, and pulls out his lute. And is going to start playing something I imagine very like kind of Last of Us-esque. You know, just kind of that like Spanish-y kind of flamenco, like slow guitar, you know, kind of just tune, just kind of plucking away, finger plucking, kind of. And if you imagine he's sat, so there's like the railings of the little platform that he's sat on. His legs are dangling underneath one of the bars, and then his arms are kind of resting on the middle bar with the top bar like above his head. And he's kind of just looking out to the city. And in that moment in his head, he's thinking, is this what I had intended? Is this what I wanted to do, to be? And he just starts like saying out loud, he starts being like, did you lose your humanity when you died? What person murders thinking that it's in the name of justice? Edgius specifically hates those who take things into their own hands without allowing true course of justice. He specifically rebels against systems that are unjust, that make decisions haphazardly, that are corrupt innately from the inside up. And as he sits there, he says to himself, Charon, Nimue, have I lost everything? Am I to be this being that acts with no thought, but instead does so because his friend wishes to enact some sort of vengeance that is very within his right, but in the same breath, Nimue, Charon, if either of you can hear me, similarly to Jewel, reaching further. What is justice? What is balance? How do I find that humanity that I lost? Not the flesh, but the morality. And his mohawk on the top of his skeleton just kind of like blowing loosely in the wind as
Make me a charisma-based religion check, please. So a d20 plus your charisma modifier, and if you're proficient in religion, you can add that. But I think you have jack of all trades, so you can add half proficiency to everything.
Yes.
So that'll be a d20 plus your charisma modifier plus 2, I believe, at this stage.
So charisma 5, so that's plus 2. Okay, that's a 17.
17. In this moment, then, you feel a cold chill around you. And as you look into that sky as well, there's a moment where you can just see the fading outline of a crescent moon. And then you can almost hear the sound of gentle water just trickling. And just trickles past you, and you feel that cold seep into your bones. And you close your eyes and sink into that cold feeling, familiar feeling for yourself. You've been in that river before. Twice now. And then you hear it, just the steady paddling. And you look up. And you see a boat that is larger than it should be, a figure that is larger than it should be, and almost then they shrink down to a size that is more natural, less imposing. And that skeletal hand, as the boat sidles up next to you, just reaches out, and a bony finger just taps against your ribs, where your heart would be. And you hear it. Taps again. You look up again, and that light of the crescent moon just seems to shine down. And again.
Am I feeling anything new since the
Not
tapping?
new as such. Not new as such, but it's almost you look down at your body, and where now you look down at that light of the moon as it shines down as well, where you would usually see skeleton or dark skin or very pale skin, depending on the form you choose, you see tanned skin. And you look down into the river and see green eyes reflecting back at you. The form of Edgius Jones.
Edgius kind of closes his eyes and shakes his head a little bit, almost dismissing the vision and the call that he even enacted. And then as he opens his eyes and it's all kind of faded back into the skyline, the clouds kind of drifting and reflecting that light off the bottom of them and the shadow above them, Edgius goes, fucking can't believe I'm starting to fall for that same bullshit that Calvin's been falling for. Fucking beliefs. Gods. Half gods. Fuck's
And as
sake.
you dismiss this again on the wind almost like it's echoing through your ears, you just hear this.
He'll like reach like almost onto his breastbone, his breastplate of like his rib cage, and we'll like try to feel if he can feel the heartbeat under like somehow, if there's to try and feel what he's hearing, I guess.
Okay. And as you do place a hand, you do feel that. And sort of takes you back for a moment. You see no heart, but you feel it.
I just kind of pulls out a coin from his boot and rolls it along his knuckles. Just goes,
Jack Sparrow's it.
how very interesting. Flips the coin in the air, puts it back in his pocket, and goes, I think I get it. Follow my heart. He stands up, sliding the loot back into into its like little sack that he has strapped to his back along with his katana or his wakizashi, and he stands up, slides back through the gap, makes his way back to the Jarl's hearth. As he comes in, nods at Rurik, and Rurik has seen it just looking like this once before. the night before everything went down with Klein, the night before Aegeus's trap that he set for Klein. The night before, actually, he was trapped in this fucking bony form forever. And he just gives him a nod, walks past him, up the stairs, comes to the 2 rooms, puts his ear to the door of the teenagers.
You hear gentle sort of breathing and a loud, strange snoring that's on sort of the in-breath. There's a fiendish quality to it. A deepness, a reverberation, a guttural nature to it. But they sound like they're sleeping.
Awesome. Aegeus will then just continue. He'll like almost put his hand on the door and tap it gently as he like drags his bony fingers across the wall, feeling the wood grain of the exposed wood beams of the Earl's hearth. And will open then the door to his comrades, all asleep in their various different places. He notes a glass rolled on the ground from Jules' fingers, a dollop of whiskey strewn across the hardwood floors. He sees Cavan and Mara, Cavan Little Spoon, as Aegeus knows he likes from his time sharing beds with him in their travels. And Lex asleep with Cog, also kind of like in sentry mode.
Cog will just sort of lift up a foot and zip, 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 before placing it down and
Aegeus will kind of like tip his head to Cog, walk over to where he's sleeping, kind of dismantle himself. And as he closes his eyes, he'll go, I don't want to believe, but I believe. And that'll be it for Aegeus. He'll take a long rest with the rest.
As you say, I believe again, that sound of a heartbeat. And you sink into slumber. And all of you, despite your surface dreams and thoughts, just fade into exhaustive sleep. And I'm going to say that is a perfect time for us to take a break.
Ooh,
so thank you for the first half, gents. That was amazing. That was heavy as well. Fuck me. But thank you also for the 2 new follows and the bits as well. That's amazing. I will say a special hello to Kat, who, as they rightfully called out in the chat, was one DM to another, DM'd for myself in another game where my character unfortunately had to meet their end by diving into the mouth of some sort of demonic creature. So, yeah. Standard golden retriever like bugbear, dumped in, blew himself up, job done, blaze of glory. But hey Kat, hope you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for being here today. Look, we will be back in a few minutes to see where this adventure goes, but thank you for the first half, gents, and see you in a few.
It would be awesome.
Back more than 1 minute there. That was me typing in the chat like, thank you for the follow. Back in 1 minute, and boom, we're back. So, yes, sorry, we were doing a bit of behind-the-scenes chatter there. But yes, thank you for the follow. That is amazing. Thank you to everyone that's followed tonight.
Yeah.
Love you all. I also need to give another shout out to the Mystic Quill as well, just because we've not got them currently in our intermission pieces, so we will get them added in shortly. That's my bad, so I apologise, Nikki and the rest. I will get that sorted and we'll get you in there. Yes, I don't think there's anything else for me to say other than hello everyone and welcome back. Following on then from our reflective morning, I want to say evening because we've gone to sleep, but it was the morning. You sleep for a solid 8 hours undisturbed. I say undisturbed, we'll say roughly 8 hours. There's a moment as you're all beginning to stir anyway when the ground just begins to shake. And the whole tavern just begins to sort of lean and wane and sort of crack and creak, as there is something of a minor earthquake that rips through Union City. It sort of wakes you all up.
Fuck is that? Yo, fuck is that?
Is that
thought
common
I was
to this
dreaming.
area? Survival check, is that common here?
Mara's sort of sat up. No, that is absolutely not common.
Jill gets
Is that
straight
an
up to the window
explosion?
and looks out to see if there was any signs of smoke or anything.
Nice, yeah, good shot, guys.
Make me a perception check, please.
Okay, where is my... yeah, Jesus Christ, 19.
19. Don't see any signs of an explosion, but you do hear distant screams.
I can't see anything, but I can hear some commotion.
Aegeus is putting on his jacket already after putting himself together, and is like, whatever's happening, it sounds like some people are going to need our help, and we're able. Let's go help some people.
I mean, I agree, but let us attempt to also stay on mission. So, yes, we help anyone if they need it.
I will head back up to the Blackvale estate just to see what is going on.
Make sure that individual is not trying to escape.
Does it feel like it could be a fucking, like a, I don't know, a distraction? What the hell's going on? Like
Thank you
an
for the
earthquake?
raid!
That is definitely a distraction, and thank you for the raid.
That is definitely a distraction. Thank you so much for the raid. You join us literally as we're just starting the second half, as an earthquake has just rippled through Union City, and the party are currently trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm also trying to remember the name of that dude who we did
Silas
capture.
Vaughan.
Silas Vaughan. Mara, please make sure that Silas does not use this to try and escape.
Mara, just take care of yourself, all right?
Mara's gonna just step to you. She's still in the same dress from the ball, heels discarded at this point, the bottom inch or so, bottom 5 inches or so, torn off of that cocktail dress, and she's just gonna pad over to you barefoot, leans up toward you. Thank you so much for the follows as well. We're having a good night, folks. But she pads over to you, leans up, just wraps her arm around your neck, Kevin, kisses you deeply, stares you deep in the eyes. Do not lose yourself again, Kevin. You know who you are. I know who you are. And she just
I'm fine.
sort of punches your chest a little bit.
I'm fucking trying. I'll be back. I will be back.
You will be back, or I will come and find you, and I will haunt you.
I look at her, and I see the little twinkle in her eye, and give her a kiss, and I sort of swipe her hair back a little bit, and I say, I'm not sure if you look more beautiful this morning, or... No, you do. You look more beautiful this morning than you did even the night of the ball.
I am a mess.
You're
I'm still
my
in
mess.
last night's makeup, last night's dress. And she pauses at that moment and just stops and just looks and smiles at you and kisses you again.
This is so lovely and wonderful, and let's
Fucking
go.
Jewel, just give us
Let's
a
go.
fucking Jewel.
Yes, oh.
And we just are walking out the door, and we're like, fucking, come on, motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
I see them
Even
going,
Lex
like,
at this point, Jewel is going to lean and say, I don't think that was the right moment for that comment.
As Jewel's saying that, though, Kevin realizes the whole moment and just says, "Right, we will be back, and we will be back feeling a hell of a lot better next time than we did last night." And I give her another kiss on the forehead, and I say, "Right, let's get the fuck out of here."
Go.
And as we're
As
heading
we're
downstairs, I go to
Yeah.
Aegeus and I say, I say, fucking lived here our whole lives. Have you ever, like, is this weird? Like, do you feel like this is fucking weird?
Edgius and Cavan are like next to each other on the stairs, like taking one step at a time, like doing this while talking to each other, and like fucking just going down this set of stairs. And Edgius is like, no, I've never felt an earthquake like that before. There must have been some sort of explosion or something within the city, unless some sort of tremor or something. And Edgius like has a moment where he like almost flashes out of his mind back to the day of the event, when those arcane like highways kind of erupted across Elneth, and almost then like snaps back and he goes, "It could be much worse though. It could be really, really bad, Cavan. We need to find out what's going on quickly, and then hopefully, if it's nothing to worry about, we can get back on with our tasks. But let's at least check it out." As we get to the bottom of the stairs, and Jules is, I imagine, faster than them already down there.
No, so Jules
Jules probably just waiting down at the bottom of the stairs.
Jules
Go on.
actually goes out of the door, goes to the right, and knocks on the door of the kids' room.
Nice.
Are you lot all right?
What was that?
Everything
that's
is
the
fine.
Female teenage voice at this point.
Everything is fine. Just
Do we
stay
stay?
here. Yes, stay here.
Oh,
Call for a room service if you need food. I'll send you some up now. Stay there. And we'll just
okay.
and we'll, yes, indeed, then catch them up at the bottom of the stairs. We'll pass them, go and ask for some food to be sent up to them. And then...
Rurik just gives you a thumbs up. Go and find out what the fuck that was. I will sort them out.
Yes, just keep them here.
Okay.
What if the cleric
He's
and the
like
druid?
holding the glasses on the bar still, just like... Are we expecting another one?
Right.
what?
What if the clerics and the druids that I told you to get last night?
Clerics are few and far between, apparently, but I'm working on it. Why don't you go see what the fuck's going on, and I will work harder.
You're gonna drop one. And Edgius is gonna turn around and run after
Oh,
whoever
shit.
went out first.
What's Lex doing?
Lex is with you all. Lex is just his
fine.
stoic self at this point,
Yep.
sort of following on.
Guys, I've just had a thought. There was the excavation.
Just one?
Many. The excavation. What was it about? Anyone remember?
It was she was looking for. We heard some conversation, something about some sort of ritual or something. I think was what we'd heard about. But
5
is she
gold.
using
It has
dynamite?
something to do with it.
I would 100% agree. When we run outside, is there a jeweler's near the Jarl's Hearth that I could quickly run in and catch up to these guys as we're running wherever we're running?
Make me a perception check, please.
We're talking sort of midday, early afternoon at this point, aren't we, for us?
Yeah.
You are talking about 2 p.m.-ish, something
Yeah.
like that. So
12.
12. You look around and you realise you're in the lower tier of the city. Jewelers are not common down here. So you don't see a jeweller's right now.
Cool. As we get out in the street, are there other people in the street, like, looking what's happening?
Everybody seems to have done the typical thing and have come out and are just, like, in the street collecting sort of, oh, what the fuck was that? And I'm not sure, darling. It's, sure. I've never felt anything like that in my life, not even when we don't need to discuss that, but still.
Edgius would probably be then, like, look at the rest and be like, okay, let's just go find out. Let's go see if we can find out what that was. Let's go.
Well, like where? Like just start running in circles? Like we don't
let's go
know.
towards the
Make
source.
me perception
let's go
check.
towards the source.
Yeah, I mean, can Jewel pounce up the side of the nearest building and get to the top and then have a search around again looking for slightly more of an
Make me a
epicenter of
perception
this?
check with advantage, then.
And that didn't go down the dice tower. Where the fuck's that gone?
Not down the dice tower, apparently.
Apparently didn't. That was quite magical.
Edgious.
Edgious is like got his jacket on and his trousers. He's done his belt up, and he's trying to clip his Wakasashi strap, his Wakasashi scabbard strap on his chest. He's like, "Fucking thing, just fucking won't go in." And he'd rolled a nat 1 on his perception.
Well played on the description, though. I enjoyed that. Well done, Tom. Kevin, sorry.
Nat 20 up to 25.
Balance in the party.
Cavan woke up with some fucking came into play today. So yes, and Jewel, sorry.
Sorry, Cavan, 29.
20.
Savage.
Jewel is aware of 4 people staring down from the heavens at her. No, both Jewel and Cavan, you see that actually a lot of the screams and the commotion seems to be from the location of the orphanage.
Mm-hmm. I look to Jewel and I say, "Fucking hell, this is all connected, man. This is all
be looking up.
Connected."
Jewel's on
Yeah, I
the
was
roof.
going to say,
but
Soon as she does catch that, she'll be like, she'll jump straight back down. It's the orphanage.
Yeah. Let's go, Edge. Lex, keep up. Fuck. And I start trotting
I'm coming.
to keep up with Jewel.
That's officially how he runs now. That's great. Thank you.
Cannon.
If Danny doesn't do that every stream now.
And then I say, hang on a second. Fuck.
What?
So last night, like Marla and I got out from under the church in a different way. Do we want to go underground? Do we want to go fucking underground?
Yes, we do. But
Right.
I mean, let's go
follow
past
me,
it. Like to just see it in visual, and then straight to where you're going. If it does not cause too much of a detour.
Yeah.
You'll
Stay
kind of have
fucking
to go around.
yeah.
But...
Right, let's go then.
Yeah, we'll follow
Cool.
you.
As we're
keep kind
running,
of like
oh, sorry, Tom. Go.
no, just keep fucking like not too obvious. Not just like running fucking high, straight down the high street. Let's just let's not be so fucking vulnerable this time.
Very good.
As you're all running, then Lex does just sort of hits his chest twice, and then clockwork magic just emanates from his hand as he is going to cast a 3rd level aid on Jewel, Edgius, and himself. You will all get 10 extra hit points to your hit point maximum. So that's not you, sorry, Cavan, because you've got 95 hit points anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Edgius, Jewel, and himself.
Cool.
Additional 10 points. And of course, you can all click the long rest button.
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Edgius is going to do 2 sending spells at once, or like back to back, basically. I'm going to say 1 sending spell to the guard, to Gunner, the tactician guard of the Harmonic Legion. And that will be, hey... Oh no.
Hey,
Gunner.
or is it just one of those? Hey.
Yeah, it's one of those long heys as he's thinking about. Yeah, it's hey, Gunner. We are coming, but might enter from the sewers. Do you know what that bang was? Question mark in symbol. He sees the symbol in his head. Cheers. Last word. And then I'm gonna do another sending spell to Jules' dad, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Harry, Dream, and
Paige.
and be like, hey, Paige, is my super big sword ready? Question mark. If so, please send it to Jarl's Hearth, Union City. Cheers! And that's it.
So for your first sending that goes out, you get nothing back.
Oh.
For the second one that goes out,
The orphanage was where the church was, right?
yep.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah.
He's dead. He's so dead. That my baby. That third level spell. My baby. He dead. Guys, I'm
Paige,
pretty
however,
sure-
does
I'm pretty
respond.
Sure he's dead.
Paige does respond. You asked me for this, like, last night. How quickly do you think I work?
That's true.
Anything else? Anything else from him, or is that, or does he? Is
Just that.
That's all the information you needed.
Edius is gonna bite his hand as they're running and look to Jewel and go, "Oh, when I see your dad again."
Hiding.
Edius will relay and be like, I just tried to contact the guard that I spoke to earlier. He's not answering my my spam sending spell, and I think he might be dead. I think he might be dead.
I feel like we do need to create some caveats to the sending spell, like junk, bulk spam, phishing.
Yeah, exactly. Goes into someone's folder.
Yeah. Where does this get routed to?
I think it might be really bad, guys. I think it might be really, really fucking bad.
You don't say, Aegeus. That rocked the whole city.
You come running up, and as you get closer to the orphanage, you see one member of the Harmonic Legion, one of the air thralls, sort of the younger, the lesser, the lower rank, so to speak, just wanders out, and their eyes are wide, and they are stumbling around.
Jewel goes up straight up to him and sort of catches him. What happened? You're okay now?
They were everywhere.
What? Who were?
The kids, the city folks, so all of them. They were everywhere. I couldn't kill them all. They just kept coming and coming. I quit, and just collapses in shock.
What the fuck did any of that mean?
Dude,
Let's get in there.
It wasn't a fucking earthquake. That wasn't an earthquake. That wasn't an earthquake. That was these fuckers.
I know.
Wait, let me just
But what
wait.
did that mean?
Before we fucking go in there, are we falling into a trap right now? What's the logical thing that they would want the Planar Detective Agency to do if they did that? If they were behind this?
Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm sorry. I am. I'm trying to think of. Well. Then maybe this is a trap. Okay, Kevin. What do you ask us to do? Do we ignore this? Do we go and?
Let's go underground. Let's go fucking underground. Let's go underground.
After you. You know where we're going. Come on.
Fucking follow me.
Lex at this point is going to look to Cavan. I'm with you. I think the logical thing at this point is to not go through the same entrance that we went through fucking last time.
Yeah. Ed, you cool?
Aegeus is going to be like thinking to himself, like for the first time, you guys almost see like his skull, like brow furrow, as like he's almost in contemplation. And
I imagine Edgius has got the expression of Jack Skellington, is the way I see it in facial expressions. It works the same way.
Yeah, exactly. Bits grow ever so slightly and shrink. And he's gonna be like, I mean, we could send some of us down through the sewers and the other half to create a distraction from the top, or maybe even just aid those who are hurt.
No.
Lex,
Look, let us go, and I will do my very best to check that nothing is in front of us as we go.
But Drew, there's so many injured. Look, and Edgius is going to just gesture to the, I would assume, is exploded church to our right, after this dude just ran towards us.
Exploded. What you do see is there just seems to be people running away, and there's the odd soldier, very much like this air thrall, who just is wandering around in pure shock, stunned.
I go up to Edgius and I say, look, every fucking, help type of person is going to go there and help, dude. Like, everyone is going to help. Everyone's drawn here. Let's go a different way. There's enough help. Well, let's put our best skills to use right now. Let's see what the fuck is really going on underneath this. I need you, dude.
Okay. He puts his hand on Cavan's shoulder and he's like, okay. I'm gonna try and do something crazy, Matt. Can I try and project my sending spell to more than one person? By any chance, by pushing arcane abilities, it is like I could sacrifice hit points.
Are you trying to contact multiple people?
Yes.
That you know, or are you trying to shout out loud?
Contact multiple people.
How many?
I would say Grung or Drung, Takami, probably Mara. The mum of the dude that was killed at the ball, who I was friends with the dude and probably somewhat friendly with the mum, I imagine. And that's probably about it. I'm just kind of Callum.
So we're looking.
Elneth's
Calum
the mother.
So yeah. Lady Aradel.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So you're looking for roughly around 5 people there. Yeah. So I will say in this moment, you sink to a knee and just focus in and try and cast your sending spell out. I want you to make me a spellcasting ability check, please.
Can I drop down to a knee and try to give him some additional? I don't have bardic inspiration, but I want to give him some energy. Just kind of right down next to him, and almost like I'm not putting my head against his, but I'm just like shoulder to shoulder. I drop down next to him.
How would you like to give him?
I just go down and I close my eyes and I try to feel Edgius's energy, and I try to tap into Edgius's energy from all of the years we've spent together, knowing his almost like his wave pattern. Sometimes I know shit that other people don't know about him, and I'm just trying to get into the exact wave pattern he's at and just support him in that wave pattern. Just let him know that I'm with him right now.
Would you try, say you're trying to be a paladin or a barbarian in this state?
I'm doing more paladin, possibly, invoking a little bit more of that balance that, I wouldn't say pure Paragon, but it's not Cavan. It's just another level of energy that's outside of me that I'm trying to tap into. That we're both, when we're vibing, we feel it. We both feel it, and I'm trying to tap into that right now.
Make me a charisma check, but add your proficiency bonus to it, please.
Oh fuck! God damn. That's a fail. That's a 1. Jesus Christ.
Nat one.
Yeah,
No
nat
worries.
1.
In this moment, you think you know what Edius is doing, but then you're also slightly distracted as you see an orphan run past you.
Yeah, as I do that,
And you are just
turn my
totally
head,
distracted.
and I actually slightly headbutt Edgius as I turn my head quickly.
Gonk.
Ah, you fucking! I'm trying to cast a spell, you jackass. What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought I was. I'm not sure.
It's
I was
my
trying to.
fucking eye. That was my orbital socket. Ah, you a-hole.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just stand up. Fuck. But just give me some space. Give me some space.
Given that and that description, Edius, your spellcasting ability check now needs to be at disadvantage.
I'm sorry, dude. So sorry, dude. So sorry.
I will reward good roleplay as it's due. Go on.
No. Do you know what? It's fair. The universe knows. The universe knows. I rolled a nat 1 on my. I rolled a 19 on one dice and a nat 1 on the other. So that's the universe fucking giving us some love right there.
I will say in that moment, as you try to expand your sending out, you're still able to cast the spell, but it's just the standard. It just goes out. So pick one of those individuals, and what is the message you're sending? In fact, roll me a percentile dice, please.
While Edgius is trying to do this, can Jewel look around? Is looking for anyone following them, anyone not looking like they're screaming and running around, and is there anyone suspicious coming from the church area?
Good question.
Okay, make me a perception check for that. Edius, your percentile
25.
dice. 25. So, in terms of people, we had Drung, and then your second choice was Lady Eleneth, I believe. Was that right? And then Mara and somebody else. Takami was your second one, of course. So, your sending spell connects to Takami. What are you saying?
That's who I wanted to talk to. And do you know what? When you were going to offer it to me, that's who I was going to ask anyway. I'm gonna be like, hey. Send help to the orphanage. All of Kumu-Ryu's. I assume that's hyphenated. Is that one word? Kumu-Ryu? Yeah, whatever. Whereas
2 words, technically.
Resources. Help. Hope you are well. Cheers! And that's it.
In this moment then, as Edgius sort of fuck man, and then casts the spell and connects with someone and then realizes who they've connected to, and sort of in that moment just translates the spell slightly. Jewel, your perception check.
16.
Nice.
16. The people you see are just running or standing in shock, or are those swaying soldiers, and you see a number of orphans just darting here, there and everywhere. There are kids fucking running all over the shop. You don't see anybody that would cause you any suspicion.
She puts her head up and is just going to say, come on guys, this is a distraction.
And in that moment, Edgius, you just feel this next to you. There's no need to shout quite so loud, Edgius. I'm not that far away.
Edge is going to turn around and walk over to Jewel and be like, let's go. And not even say a word to Takami.
Nice to see you too, jackass.
Jewel will smile and nod to Takami. Then let's go. And we'll go off.
Welcome to Kami.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you very
subscription. That
much.
is amazing. That is... Mwah. Love you. As I hit the mic there. So yes, Takami, the pink-haired, sort of pink-eyed female monk that she is, just sort of tags along and runs alongside you, Jewel. What the fuck have you guys done this time?
Well, it wasn't us. We emptied the cathedral and then, well...
So you half-emptied the cathedral?
Yes, we nearly died.
It was complicated. There was a spider that was like...
I didn't ask you, jackass. I was asking Jewel.
Keep up, fuck! as I stride ahead.
I
Kevin.
felt to calm me in on a very loose, what happened. We are therefore going to just try and get the rest of them. Just stop them in their tracks.
Oh, wow. And in that moment, there is this astral form of Takar. Go on.
If you feel any sinful urges down there, and I don't mean any fun stuff, just avoid them. Like, it fucks with your head.
I think I can handle myself. And in that moment, this astral form of Takami just sort of rolls off her and streaks out into the sky. And you see it heading towards the top of the mountain. And she looks towards you, Aegeus. Hey, jackass, that help you wanted? It's on its way.
Thank you. We are super busy, but by the way, Aegeus is gonna walk up real close and kind of stand almost head to head and be like, I didn't say it last night. You looked really good. I really appreciated you. You were a really good partner. And thank you for coming today. And then he's going to turn around and be like, okay, we've got to go. We're trying to save a city here. Let's go.
And
Takami's going to be there and just really looks at Jewel and goes, that was fucking weird.
Well, Jewel starts hearing that and just and I'm out.
And you all book it, and Cavan at this point, singular-minded, despite everything that's going on, Cavan, you are just there sprinting. Lex next to you at this point, Cog fluttering along, as the five of you now just sort of find that alleyway where the sewer exit was, and the grating is still uncovered from where you and Mara climbed out previously. And just fucking, was that inspiration as well? It was. Amazing. Look at that in the chat.
Edge gets some inspiration.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for the inspiration. I can't tell you how much I need it. As a bard, I'm dealing it out all the time, and I don't get it often, so I appreciate that a lot.
That is amazing. No, thank you so much. Cavan, you sort of slide up next to the grey, and Lex is just going to look at you. What are we here? Is this it?
Yeah, this is totally it. Look down.
No, I'm going down, and Lex just in. Lex is in.
Okay. Cavan slides in, kind of hangs.
It's dark down here.
Yeah, no shit. Shut up. And hangs and then drops down.
And fucking echo 200 feet down the fucking pipe.
And looks up and says, come on, get the fuck down here.
Jules going to be last to make sure that we haven't been followed.
As Aegeus is climbing down, he's going to say, right guys, this time we're going to do it properly. Nobody fucking kill anyone, knock them out, and we'll can deal with them later. And then he's also gonna, as he gets to the bottom, turn around to Jewel and Lex. Turn around to Cavan and Lex and be like, and also, watch out for the the big square ooze blocks that clean the sewers of all the sewage. The big things that kind of ooze their way around and get rid of all the sewage. Just be careful. If you get cornered by one of those, it'll dissolve you faster than, well, the skin that I once had.
They're slow and they're dumb. Just stay away from them. Fucking.
Exactly.
Where the fuck's Takami?
Takami's behind you, and Takami just leans into Jewel. I find that with most men, don't you?
They never know where I am.
Okay.
Honestly,
Right.
they can never find anything that I ask them to get. It's like
Alright,
right in front of them. They cannot see it.
Stop.
Fuck's sake!
That's fucking brilliant. Oh, that's fucking great. Yeah. Totally. Incredible.
What's the D&D version of a ketchup bottle in the fridge? Seriously, like.
Yeah.
Where is my boot, Jewel? I had it this morning and it's gone.
Very good. Takami's going to look at you, then Calvin, and be like, okay,
Yes.
Where are we going?
Okay. Just fucking follow me. Keep quiet. Don't splash in the water. There's rats down here, so just deal. And I start.
nah, they're only rats.
Yeah, I start making my way in the direction that I know, weaving through all the different little twists and turns to get to where I was with Mara.
So you follow those shafts of light that sort of beam down eventually, but eventually you then take that corner and it is dark. What do you want to do?
Can Jewel look for if there are any signs of multiple people, scraping down here? Just any evidence. Realizing
Do you have
that
dark vision?
I do. I'm just
Make me a survival check then, please.
Dark vision 60 feet. I'm aware that 2 people escaped this way, but does it look like there's a horde of them? 60. Oh no, sorry. You said
16,
survival.
you
You said sorry, survival. Survival's
I did,
way
yep.
worse than perception. So that's only an 8. Sorry.
An 8.
Yeah.
The dripping that is just constant in these sewers, whatever tracks there may have been, if there were any, gone.
Yep. That's fair.
Random question. I'm not sure if I can do this, but based on what I'm reading, it sounds like I should be able to. If I cast Minor Illusion just on loop as it's a cantrip, can the illusion be that of the top of a candle? So like almost like me holding a flame in my hand for light for Cavern? Because I can see up to 120 feet in dark vision. So it's not for me, it's for Cavern, but
I mean, you have got a candle. You could just light the fucking candle.
We've also got that
But-
dark lantern thing as well.
Yeah, but GM, that's some bitch shit. I want to hold a flame up in here, you know? I want to hold a candle like some old fucking Scrooge McDuck from Christmas Carol walking with my nightie in the fucking sewers.
I mean,
Can anyone
top
cast
pop
light?
culture reference there,
Yeah.
epic pop culture reference. This image can't create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect. So even though you create the illusion of a candle, it does not emanate light.
Fuck my life.
Talk amongst yourselves.
We so we're here. We're here, and as Edges is trying to make a flame, I'm trying to blow it out.
Is this doing anything for you? Kevin, stop! I'm gonna fucking blow it out.
Fucking blow it out.
Dude, we're here. We're here. That's it right there. We don't need to know where the fuck we're going. We're going nowhere. We're here. We've arrived.
Oh. So, is there a door? What am I looking at? With my
So you would find, looking around to where Cavern's brought you, where it is pretty dark now, you see what looks like a trapdoor on the floor, which is open.
Is there any
With a
signs
ladder
of
leading down.
cleaning gelatinous cubes that live in the sewers?
Make me either a nature or survival check.
That's a what's my nature? Yeah, let's go with that. That's a 10.
10.
Terrible.
The sewers don't look that clean. in terms of, it doesn't like something's come through here and just sucked everything up. You can still see that sort of low level grime and dirt and shit sort of laying on the bottom. But you have turned a corner and sort of gone up a little rise and into this trapdoor now, or to where this trapdoor is now. And it's almost like just a little side pipe, if you like.
Down?
Yes, down. This is what I'm gonna say. I fucked up last time. My ego got in the way. I wanted to fucking lead. The best person to lead right now is Jewel or Takami. If you don't want to go, I will go first. But I just know that that's what I see right now.
That's what you see? Just Jewel or whatever.
Dude,
whatever.
To lead with stealth. They're the two best. We're fucking... Yes.
Stealth. I thought you were just saying to lead generally. That makes a whole lot more sense. I agree with what you're saying wholeheartedly.
Yeah, let them, I don't know, rock, paper, scissors. Like, you guys decide. One of you go down if you're up.
Jewel, just call me. Rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first.
Okay, and then I just go
Takami
first.
just looks at you. Yeah. Takami looks at Jewel and just goes, "Yep, I'm with her," and just follows.
Edges looks at Kevin and goes, "Our games take so much longer than that. How did they do that?"
They didn't do best of 3 either. It was just, I don't even know, what's their
That's
timing?
right.
One,
Did they
two,
do that
three.
in their
Lex
heads?
at this
Is that
point is
why?
looking between the two of you like, I don't know if this is like a cultural thing or like, do I go down or do I stay here?
It's a thing where basically in this part in the West, you play a game called rock, paper, scissors. The rock beats the scissors, which you cut things with. Then the paper beats the rock, Lex. And then the scissors beat the paper. It's like a circle. Like, close your eyes and picture it like a circle of like arrows with rocks and scissors.
I'm gonna go down the ladder.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you.
Yeah.
I got lost in the moment.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We'll play later. Anyway,
In an ultimate reality, there is a stone that gets flung up and twats Edgius on the side of the head.
That what if moment.
Ow! What the? It's felt like something just
says,
hit me in the head in another universe.
Cool. Okay.
Let's
Lex
find
is
out.
down.
Yeah.
I am like,
okay. So who's best to fucking pull up the rear? Like, no ego, bro. Let's do this right. You or me?
Me or Lex?
Lex is fucking down. It's you and me right now. Focus, dude. Fucking focus.
Shit, bro. I thought you were talking to fucking Lex. I didn't realize.
Lex is not here.
Thought I was down. But it turns out I'm up.
I slap Edges. I slap Edges.
He falls down the fucking trapdoor.
Fuck's sake.
I turn around just to see if I hear anything behind us. And I
Make
try
a
to go as
perception
still
check,
as
please.
possible. Okay, we can work that. 15 plus. That's a 20. Flash a 20.
20. You listen. Don't hear anything of note.
Okay. Before I head down, I just close my eyes and I say,
Come on, Paragon. Come on. One time. I'm gonna be balanced. You do your part.
and I take one step after another, sure-footedly, down the stairs. Down the ladder.
Okay. Make me a strength-based religion check, then again, please. As you sort of flex your muscles. So that's a d20 plus your strength, and if you're proficient
24.
in religion, it will be addition to your proficiency bonus as well.
So it's a 20, ends up being a 22. It was a 24, but religion, I suck at religion.
So don't take your religion score, which if it's a minus something, don't take that. It will just be your d20 plus strength then.
24.
24. So in this moment then, is you just sort of climb the ladder and center yourself, and you almost just center yourself in your body, and you do flex those muscles, but not in a flex of look at me. It's that flex of here I am, this is me. There's no one else on earth I'd rather be. A Bryan Adams song if no. Yeah, ignore me. But you do sit there, flex, and you feel centered. And there is a slight glow that begins to you. Just not that full glow from before, just a subtle one. Just almost like a couple of feet of light begins to just dimly shine off you.
Okay. As I get down there and meet everyone, I huddle up everyone and I describe the area. Describe the little tunnel that there might still be a dead priest at the end of that hallway, which then leads to the prison cells, and then another hallway going in the other direction.
Can I see that dead body?
Bear with me, I've just got to find the right map. Make sure I know where we are. And that one. Can't remember my own fucking dungeon now. Ah, there we go.
Fucking hell, mate.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
right.
Jim don't even
Fucking
know
hell,
his own
mate.
fucking dungeon, mate. What the fuck, bro?
So you would not see a body in this area.
Oh, look at that
Where the fuck
Takami
is my
token.
fucking
That's sick.
That is really
That is sick.
Oh shit! Don't clear that.
Takami.
That was close.
Beautiful.
Let's have a look. Which one do we need to get up? Ooh. That's interesting.
Ooh.
So I just tell Jewel the direction that that Mara and I came from, that leads to the cells.
Very good. So you would remember that you sort of you turned right into this tunnel towards where this ladder is. As you descended down, with your little bit of light that you're emanating, you do see where this this tunnel to the left, or this not tunnel, corridor to the left beams off. And I'll say in this moment with a 24, you sort of focus in, and that glow just, you now have dark vision for the next 4 hours.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That is nice. Yeah, but once again, I'm trying to use my head here, and I'm saying to Jewel, just do what you fucking do. Use all your cat senses and just make sure that you're aware of anything, Jewel. Just turn around and give us a signal.
I got it. So yeah, Jewel's going to move forwards in the direction that Cavan has just pointed.
Very good. So you sort of head forwards and then take a left turn immediately, and you see sort of this winding corridor. It looks really old, like you've been in the Cathedral of Sin before, and this is even older or just less looked after. There's grime on the walls here, whereas usually the walls are quite nicely polished stone from what you've seen of polished marble. This almost feels like a forgotten corridor. And you wander further up, and I will reveal this whole little bit for you. Which
I
is
shall
the bit
bring
that
up the
Cam
map for the
discovered
stream in a moment.
previously.
Edgius, as they're walking, will activate his Arcanist patch
Yep.
and
Mage armor?
give himself mage armor. Yeah, of course.
Nice.
And then we'll probably draw his Wakasashi as well, and kind of prepare for anything behind kind of Jewel. Yeah, just preparing for
Very
anything
good.
that might be coming.
So as you wander further up then, Jewel, you find this stone wall that seems to have been half receded back, almost like a secret door. I imagine at this point, Tom, Cavan passes over, just like, yeah, I found a button for that, and it opened.
Yeah.
That sort of shit. And you find yourself in a long corridor, then, Jewel.
So we up there now, yeah.
Yes, you are. Now you
Okay.
can see there's a door which is open, and then the corridor ends in another wooden door. But it almost looks like just past that first door there might be another corridor that bends to the left.
What do your tabaxi eyes see?
Jill doesn't say anything. She's just going. Cavan had to come this way, therefore, this should be safe. So we'll walk forwards, and just goes, follow me.
Make me a perception check, please.
18.
Come on.
18
Lex.
then.
Catch up.
Yeah, sorry, that's me. I will move them as and when I get a moment. There we go. Let's put Calvin up there. Very good. So, Jewel, as you sort of creep forward, you can hear this muttering, this murmuring.
Same as what we heard before, yeah.
Very similar. Very similar.
Coming from.
You also hear a shuffling and what sounds like something heavy being dropped to the floor immediately to your front through that door that you see.
Cool. Can I peek my head round and just look up the corridor, or up through this opening?
You certainly can, and you've got dark vision up to 60 feet, haven't you?
Yeah, and basically what it's I'm not just standing there. I'm going to peek ahead around just to be as stealthy as possible.
That's cool. You would see that corridor extends to, and then you do see where it ends. It looks like there's maybe an archway halfway up to the left, and maybe the corridor bends round to the right as well.
So I'll note to. So I'll turn back to Aegeus and Cavan, and we'll point up the corridor, and then say, "Keep an eye," and then we'll move over to the door and put my head against the door and see if I can hear more.
Okay. Maybe an
Aegis will come up.
investigation check then, please.
Aegis will come
Go
up
on,
to the
Aegis.
hallway, pull his skull from his belt, because he's reattached his fiend skull going in here, and he will just hold his own head around the corner, probably low to the ground, so that if anyone does walk around the corner, he can spot them coming.
Okay.
21 on investigation.
You hear and sort of sense what sound like the turning of pages or paper being rustled, and there is whispers, but you can't quite catch the whispers through this door. But you get there are probably multiple people beyond this door.
This is not the chanting. Chanting's coming from
This
the
is not the
other
chanting.
corridor.
The chanting seems to be coming from elsewhere.
So
Clears too.
yeah, Jules going to look back at the other two, and will mouth, just go. We'll mouth targets, and just put, sort of 3 or 4 fingers up, point towards the door, and then basically give a nod of. Are we going?
Stack up. Breach.
Hang on.
I reach out for Lex's hand and for Aegis' hand.
That's not my
Just
hand,
hang-
dude.
Oh, fuck, sorry. There we go. My bad.
And I reach up
You got
like
it.
forward for Edgius's hand, and I say, "Just hang on 1 second. Just hang on 1 second." And I'm holding both their hands, and I close my eyes, and I turn to Lex, and I say, "Fucking balance, Lex, balance." And I close my eyes, and I say, "All right, Paragon, fucking speak to me now. Do we go in? Do we fight, or do we keep going deeper into the beast?" And I close my eyes and I just listen as quietly as I can, trying to get some energy from Edgius and from Lex.
Make me a perception check and add your charisma bonus to the target, please.
I will, if I can give him the help action by just kind of like focusing.
I'll say with Lex and Edgius there, either side, and you've connected hands, absolutely give advantage. Carry on, sorry, Boda.
No, just by just like really enjoying this moment with my bro. No, I'm like channeling my
Holding
arcane-
hands.
Yeah, in a dark hallway
Proper bro moment.
underground. No, yeah, just channeling any arcane power I have towards anything to assist.
Excellent.
Second roll
Kevin?
gets us a 21.
21. In this moment then, I'll say in your head, you see a scale or a balance in front of you that begins to rock up and down. And then there's two flashes. And there's like a light on one side and a darkness on the other. And the darkness just drops to the floor and the light shines brighter and brighter and the darkness diminishes.
Fuck, okay. Darkness is heavier. Lightness is fucking brighter. Fuck,
Can I see any light under the door?
You can see light under the door. Looks like standard flickering flames, or maybe a candle, or a brazier, or a wall
Yep.
sconce, or similar.
Alright.
so fuck. Lex, help me with this. Does it mean...
What did you see?
And I describe it to him, and I say,
Does it mean that we have to rebalance and head to the light so that it balances this fucking scale? Or does it mean that the weight of our decision is on the darkness and we go up that dark alley? What do you think is being trying to told me now?
Nat 20 from Lex. Lex is just going to focus in what you say. Sounds like Paragon's telling you that darkness is stronger and the light needs to shine brighter. So I say let's fuck him up.
dude, that was uncanny. That was
That really was.
that was excellent.
Jewel will again whisper and mouth, non-lethal.
Yeah.
Non-leather. Edgius will turn and whisper to Kevin.
No. Leakage.
Lex turns to Takami. Nonce, Lex? I'm not sure what that means. And Takami's just going to look at the three gents in front. It's going to be a long fucking day.
Edgius
Let's
will
get a move on.
Like, stack up. Come stack up, Jewel. When you're ready, breach, and we'll just bust in there.
Very good.
One last check, if I may. I can't see any, or can Jewel see any movement of shadows on the door gap? I.e., there'll be someone quite close to this door.
The shadows didn't indicate that there's anybody immediately at the door.
Yeah.
You could probably figure out, if you give me a decent survival check.
Yeah, why not? Let's give it a go. See what happens. Not bad. Just double checking, it's a 17.
17. You get there's somebody probably around 10-15 feet away from the door, but not immediately out the door.
Cool. Okay, so she's going to look at the rest of the group. Hands up. 3, and she won't say anything. It will just be 3, 2, 1, and then she's going to pull the door open or push it open, whichever way it goes from what it looks like. And is going to just very quickly try and read the room, find the closest person, and she's going to try and get as close to them as possible. So she's going to try and...
Okay.
I suppose she needs to see the room, but I mean, she's holding her action to jump to behind whoever it is and try and grapple them with a knife to their throat, and hoping that they're close.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a surprise round based on this.
Cool.
Because you shove the door open and you see 4 individuals in what looks like a library, and there's 2 wall sconces and what looks like a brazier or a candelabra at the other end, in between some bookshelves, and this sort of rather rudimentary priest, the lower caste of the priest that you've seen before, just turns and looks at you just like, before you dart up, blade to throat, and I will say you are next to them. Now, I will say that's just your movement.
Okay.
You get a surprise round on this.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
So I'm going super non-lethal initially. So it is. I would like to therefore use my action to grapple them, because and it's going to be that I'm essentially arms round their back. So basically, if I can be behind them, and then it will be my arms round their arms so that they can't really move their arms much, knife to the throat, and spin them to basically as a barrier to the other 3. And then it should be like, nobody move, nobody gets hit.
Okay, so a grapple is a contested check. I'm
Yep.
going to allow you to roll with advantage.
Cool.
Needs to be an athletics check. I have just rolled for the novice of Sinner, they are called.
Athletics, yeah?
Yep.
Shame that's not acrobatics, but we shall... It's a 12.
Ooh, we need to roll again. So you get advantage again.
Athletics.
That's really disappointing.
16.
I rolled a 2 on the dice and a natural 20, which gives me a flaccid 1. So you do in this moment pop up, and there's a little scuffle as they sort of try and fight it, but eventually you just grab them, knife to the throat, and we need to roll some initiative, please.
Hey!
Roll them up. Roll them up, motherfucker. Roll them up.
I need to roll for Lex in this moment.
Na. Roll them up.
Right. Lex's initiative. 19 for Lex. Jewel?
17.
17. Edgius?
Flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20. Kevin?
Flaccid 18.
Flaccid 18. Takami rolled a nat 20. Which
Fuck
gives her a
off,
24.
Takami.
Fucking Takami with her 8 arms of ghostly nuts.
Saying that though, you're in a narrow corridor, and Takami would be up first, but she's just gonna see this and go, "Do we want to fucking move or what?" And that'll be her. Edgious.
Amazing.
Because there's no way her movement
Can-
speed's getting her through that.
Can she hold her action to move in? Maybe.
No, not this round. Just for ease of DM trying to manage shit. No.
Yeah.
But Edius, you're up next.
Okay, so Aegeus is going to charge forward, and as he does, he cast these sending spells earlier, but kind of just like on a bit of a whim, and it was more like chaotic. He now like focuses in, is like, when battle happens, he does get a little bit more focused, and he can hear that heartbeat that he's just found. Dum, 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 dum. As he runs, he holds his breath, sticking his hand out to his right, as he will summon his Shadow Blade using his bonus action. And as he does, he holds his breath, and like it doesn't come immediately. As you can see, almost like in slow motion, particles of shadow kind of begin rippling into place and kind of growing as he draws his hand backwards to eventually grasp a like shadowy hilt out of the air. And this is all happening like in slow-mo, and you can feel that heartbeat, and he's almost like counting heartbeats, and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 6th one, he's got a full blade in his hand. He rushes in past Jules and is going to lunge, and basically very similar to Jules, just kind of blade, like 2 blades up to the throat, Shadow Blade in one hand, Wakizashi in the other, and just be like, don't move or you'll die. Maybe. I mean, I'm hoping I don't kill you. Please don't move. I don't want to cut your neck. And that would be and
Said with such confidence.
Fantastic. It is Lex then who's going to push past Cavan. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to there. He just positions himself in the corner of the room. And what is Lex going to do? I don't want to use all Danny's spells before he fucking turns up. So, Lex is going to ready a shocking grasps. Ready a shocking grasp, just in case anyone tries to run this way, and he too will just stand there and say, "This is the Planar Detective Agency. You're all under arrest."
Yeah,
just stops
love
there.
It.
Cavan.
So Cavan, as he sees everyone burst into the room, just says to himself, "Nothing stupid. Nothing fucking stupid." And takes 15 feet into the room, looks right, and sees Lex, looks forward and sees Jewel and Aegeus, and decides to go right, and gets to the corner and tries to stay sort of half covered to see if there's anything he can see over there, and trying to get almost like
So you're going...
No, I'm going left.
There? Up to there?
And I'm trying to skulk so that I can get... Yep, so
10,
right there.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, I have 10 more if I need it. I want to get in a position where I'm still hidden from the dude up in the upper right, so that for the next round I could potentially surprise him. So whatever that
I'll
position
put you there
is,
then.
Yeah, cool. And I'm just.
So I'll say you
down.
dart in, use the distraction, and just back up to this bookcase that's there, and just sort of peep around. You can just see the back of the robes of this individual.
Yep, and I'm just quiet right there. And can I ready action in case? In case he moves, I'd like to ready action a grapple if he comes toward me. Is that possible?
Very good. Yes, absolutely. So you prep yourself to just grab anybody that comes down this route, and just hold yourself there in that moment.
Yep.
Very good then. Jewel.
Okay. Oh, blimey. They haven't moved yet. They haven't done anything.
No. You got a surprise round, and they all rolled shit.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's going to be. Let me know if I can do this. But another action then is going to be for want of a better word, a shove. I kind of want it to be a trip attack. So with Jules' tail, she wants to fling this one to the ground so that it's then on the ground, and then arms behind it, their back.
Nice.
So that's a shove. When I remember, you need to make a strength athletics check contested again.
Yep.
Now, because you already have them grappled, I will give them disadvantage.
Okay. That's athletics, so 19 from my part.
So that is a 6
Nice.
for the novice who gets just shoved to the ground. So I'll mark them as prone. Were you looking to push them away as well?
No. I mean, I'm
Just
almost
literally.
down, holding their hands and knee on the back. Basically, this guy's not going anywhere, hopefully.
Very good.
And we'll say, this does not have to end bloody. Balls in your court. Looking up the other three.
Very good. As you do then, just sort of kneel and the dagger is at the back of this novice's neck. Make me an intimidation check, please, Jewel.
Okay, that's the first time she's done that. That's a 10.
Scaredy cat.
As you kneel on this novice's back with that blade pressed against them, their hands just shoot and flat out. There's I don't know what I'm doing. And they just lay there, and that's going to be their action as they surrender.
Okay, here we go.
Novice B then, this individual here is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and come straight up to Lex. Oh shit! As Lex then just goes with shocky grasp. Which I believe I still need to hit first, so bear with, folks.
Non-lethal shocking grasp. Boom, boom, boom.
That was really shit. Really shit. I'm sorry, Danny. That was an 11...
Oh,
12, total to hit. But luckily the AC of the novices is only 12. So it does connect.
I love the fact that he basically tasers them.
Yes. As they run round, he's going to do 2d8 worth of damage. That's 3 plus whatever the fuck that is. That's a d4. Don't roll that one, dickhead. 6 points of damage to this novice of sin. As Lex just like... which is enough to wind them, and it's non-lethal, so I won't say they're bloodied as such. They're just significantly shocked at this point. So it does bloody them. Edgius then, the one that is in front of you. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me a wisdom saving throw? Golly! I just threatened this mother... Bro, I'm about to slash the shit out of you, motherfucker. He doesn't even know. He's having a bad day if he thinks he's getting out of this alive. That's a flaccid 20, son.
So they look you in the sockets, and their eyes flash pink. Drop the sword. And your eyes reflect the pink back, and you just hold the sword there, the blade there, and in that moment they just go, oh fuck. If you had a held action, you are welcome to use it if they have just tried to charm you.
Are we back to the top of the initiative order, or is this still from that turn?
It was more, if you had a held action, you can now use it.
I didn't specify that I had one, so...
Okay, it's fine, so you just hold the blade against the throat.
I would love to, but all I'll do is I'll just be like... why are you fucking looking at me like that, dude? That's like, you're looking at me like... What the fuck, man? Stop looking at me like that.
Buy me a drink first.
Guys, he's looking at me fucking really weird. He's like giving me like, I want to fuck you eyes or something. And that'll be just this held speak action.
Very good, then. As this individual just goes, oh fuck, and you just sort of, he's looking at me weird. They pause for a moment. Now the person in the corner of the room, which, Edius, you're probably the only person that can really see this, is going to see you, see movement around, see this shocking sort of light flashing as Lex connects with his spell. And he is just going to... Lilith, be with me, and just... And from the center of his being, these two these pinkish sparks that are surrounded by dark energy just streak out, and two creatures are going to, when I can figure out... Oh, Dave, honestly, stop it.
Fuck's sake.
I like my buttons.
Saying nothing. Oh, have I not got an image for them? Fuck. These two demonic creatures then just appear next to them. I will get this sorted for next week, just because apparently I've not done it today.
Yeah, demonic, you say, is it?
At all?
Is demonic, you say?
It's there. Why can't I? There we go.
Oh,
Hang
yeah.
on. I got it. Please hold caller.
I can't wait to fucking... Oh, remember, we don't kill, guys. We don't kill. Don't kill anyone. Non-lethal.
Yeah,
Knock 'em out.
apart from anything summoned that's demonic. That is out the window.
I think I've got a solution.
I have just found a new feature in tabletop that I love.
Nice.
You can search the reference material and then add a token from there.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, good. Gee,
What? The
what?
fuck? Why is it so big?
No, I think you've made it
Because
a
they're
tad
large.
Too... Oh my god.
No. Why, Matt? I thought we were done fighting big, scary fucking demons. We're trying to be non-lethal,
You entered the
man.
room.
Fuck, man. You're fucking making us kill shit. Fuck.
So these two sparks just appear, and he is just going to look at you, Edius, because you're the closest one to him, and he will just stand there as he lowers his hood, and there's this pale blue to the face, almost like they've spent so long underground now that all of the pigment of their skin has begun to fade, and they're just going to look and... You have no idea what you have entered. That little earthquake, that was nothing. Enjoy. And that, my friends, because we are at time, is where we are going to leave it for this week. So, which I think is perfect because we've not
Yeah.
fucked around too much, and Danny can still come in next week and just obliterate everything because we know what he's like. So yes, thank you very much. What an episode. So much character development in sort of the first half, just within small bits of RP as I sort of punch the mic there again. But thank you so much for all the follows and subscribes and the raid as well. I don't think we've had quite as many in quick succession ever in almost 4 years of streaming, so thank you so much for the support. We love you all. I'm not going to waffle on too much because I appreciate it's a bank holiday Monday. People have been relaxing all day. They want to go and enjoy the rest of the evening, or get straight to bed because some of us have been travelling as well. But we have been the Malt and Magic crew. This has been episode 60 of campaign 2, the Planar Detective Agency. We love you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.